Hello, dear face. We can start.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you to another session of our industry-oriented training on Python programming for AI and data analytics. Over the past several sessions, we have explored the essential tools and techniques for working with data using Python, NumPy, and Pandas. Today, we bring these concepts together in a practical session on real dataset analysis where theory meets real-world application. Today's hands-on session will focus on analyzing educational, healthcare, and business datasets. These domains generate vast amount of data every day, and the ability to organize, clean, explore, and interpret this information is a key skill for analysts and AI professionals. Through practical examples, you will learn how the concepts you studied can be applied to solve real-world problems and extract meaningful insights from data. This session is an opportunity to strengthen your practical skills, improve your analytical thinking, and gain experience working with datasets similar to those used in industry and research. I encourage everyone to code along, explore the datasets, and actively participate throughout the session. The more you experiment with real data, the more confident and capable you will become as a data professional. It is my pleasure to welcome our esteemed mentor and speaker, Dr. Meher Chand, Associate Professor at Farid College of Engineering and Technology, Bathinda. Through his expertise in artificial intelligence, machine learning, computational sciences, and data analytics, he continues to provide learners with practical, industry oriented guidance that bridges classroom learning with real world applications. With great pleasure, I invite Dr. Mehchan to kindly lead us into today's practical session.
Thanks, dear face, for the nice introduction. And good evening, all of the participants. Welcome back in our ongoing series of the session of our industrial training program. Yesterday, I shared with you one file, and actually, the thing is, some of the content are similar to as we cover in the previous session, and I asked you if you have covered all those content. According to, I suggest you to cover the entire file. Of course, there are the statement and the functions which are required with the example are there. But still, if there is any question related to that file or any doubt, you can clear or you can ask me. But first of all, please raise your hand who has completed that entire file, because I want some time for you so that you can use all these content to cover the session by hands-on yourself. Okay, so can you please raise your hand uh, so that I can see how many people, how many participant has covered that particular file which I provide you. Because now today I will share the project title to all of you. You can select them and you have to work accordingly. So that is the first part. Okay, so when I will deliver the content right to the machine learning models, algos. Okay, so parallelly you will implement all those in your file so that your project file can be ready. So can you please raise your hand who has completed that particular file? Yes, please. No one. Why? Actually, the file was very quite easy. Only the dataset which was used from the cloud, and you are required to uh, complete only. And I don't know whether there is any such problem. Everyone can complete that file. So can I ask one by one? Chaitara, did you complete?
No, sir, I haven't completed.
Did you get the file in the WhatsApp group yesterday? I share with you to all the participants.
Yeah, I
Did you
got
try?
the file.
Did you try?
Actually, I haven't.
Okay. Arshdeep, Arshdeep Kaur ma'am. Yes, please.
Sir, little bit it is left.
Little bit. Okay. Arshpreet Kaur, is there any issue related to the file? Any problem? There is one question from Dr. Okay, this is not a big problem, but the file which I share with you, you are not required to upload the dataset. Dataset is there. Very bad. Not a good response. Dr. Jitendra Kumar. Uh, Sh- Shailaja, Anmol, Saurav. Yes, please. Did you try the file or not? If you all are silent, it means you did not. I am going to share my screen. Okay. My screen is visible. So again, uh, yes. So this is download. Lecture 26. See, I mentioned here download the data set. So all these files which I have mentioned here, tips, this is the tips data set. Okay, and all the data set are based on SNS library. Just you are required to execute this shell. Okay, so just like you can see, tips data is using, we are using a tips data. Okay, you can see this is the tips data. Tips data is downloaded here and stored inside tips. This is the data of a penguins, Titanic dataset, Irish dataset, Diamond dataset, Flight dataset. So all the dataset in the very beginning, I told you that when we start to use dataset, the data, there are so many libraries which provide the dataset for the users, specifically for the beginners. Okay, so I think you did not try to read this file. You are required to spend only maximum 1 hour to complete the entire file. All the operations I have mentioned there, and the file when I will share with you, all the statement I have executed, so that when you will go through this file, you don't have any type of the problem. But the problem only is thing if you have any doubt related to the functions which we are using in these examples. If there is any doubt to use, then you should ask me. But you did not try, so what should I do now? And the examples which you can see are very simple. All the functions which are used here, I have discussed with you so that you don't have any difficulty. Because yesterday, for this lecture, there was no any advanced function or more complex function. So all the things which we have used used in the previous sessions, and you will see all the functions are the same. Okay, all the filters you can see, these are the filter. Okay, this is also the lambda function, n largest number. Okay, so all these functions we have used in the previous session. That's why I told you that you must cover this file yourself. This was the self-paced file. So there is no any such function or any concept which is a new one for you. You can see this also from the Titanic data set. So by using all this, you have about there are two to four to six data set are there. Okay, you have lot of stuff to practice for your different type of the functions which are required for data cleaning, descriptive analysis, and many more. So again, this is your task you should try. So this is the example.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
सर
Hello.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि डेटा सेट आया कैसे है?
ओके, आया कैसे है?
हेलो.
यस 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 मैम, आया, ये डाटा सेट आया कैसे है, ये पूछ रहे हो आप?
यस सर.
मैडम
यस सर. ये आगे उस डेटा में से सॉल्व हो रहे हैं, लेकिन ये डेटा सेट कैसे आया है?
ये डाटा सेट कैसे है? एक्चुअली क्या है, इन द कंप्यूटिंग टूल्स, जस्ट लाइक इफ यू हैव यूज्ड मैटलैब और मैथमेटिका और यू कैन से एसपीएसएस, पाइथन, तो क्या होता है कि इनमें सम ऑफ द functions and some of the data set provide the software itself. So you can see here sns.load dataset. Okay, we are not using our dataset, we are using the dataset which is provided by Seaborn library. हम वहां से ये क्लाउड के अंदर एग्जिस्ट करता है. This dataset is already exist in the cloud. Okay, in the library SNS, we are not required to upload any data set. Okay, from this place we will download the data set. Okay, and this will store inside tips, and after that we can perform the operations which we required. Okay, so the other thing is when you want to read the data set, when you have your own data set, your own data set means when you have the data set in a CSV file, in Excel file, in text file, JSON file, okay, or there is any URL. Okay, but here we are not using the URL, we are getting the data set, we are downloading the data set from SNS library, means Seaborn library. So these examples which you can see are the data set provided by Seaborn, which is the most important library for data visualization. Okay, so we can use this data set without any problem, without any issue, without uploading the data set. Okay, so this data set are provided by this library so that the beginners who don't have any data set, okay, they can use this data set for all type of the operations which are essential in the future.
ओके सर, लेकिन अगर अपने पास डेटा हो तो अकॉर्डिंगली लाइब्रेरी को ही लेंगे या अपना पूरा लगाना पड़ेगा?
मैम अभी आपका वॉइस थोड़ा सा ब्रेक हो रहा है, योर वॉइस इज ब्रेकिंग.
सर
कैन यू
सर ये कहकर अगर अपने पास अपना डेटा है
यस,
तो उसका हम कैसे यूज करेंगे फिर?
उसको भी आप यूज कर सकते हो. क्या है, यू कैन रीड द डाटा सेट इन द प्लेस ऑफ दिस डाटा सेट, नो इशू. तो ये तो हमने पहले यूज किया था ना, इससे पहले वाले सेशन के अंदर. आई कैन शो यू, आई थिंक.
हाँ सर, लास्ट वाले सेशन में आपने
हाँ, मैंने यस मैंने स्पेशल आपको बोला भी था. आई एक्सप्लेन एवरीथिंग हाउ यू कैन रीड योर डाटा सेट. ओके, तो अभी तो हमारे पास और भी
उसी के लाइब्रेरी में, सॉरी, पाइथन में ऑलरेडी लाइब्रेरीज होती है.
दोबारा रिपीट करना क्वेश्चन. आपके जो बोलते हो ना तो वॉइस ब्रेक हो के आती है.
सर थोड़ा एक्चुअली क्या नेटवर्क इशू हो जाता है इधर.
लग रहा है वो बीच बीच में ब्रेक हो रहा है आपका वॉइस।
ये जो ये जो लाइब्रेरीज आपने इसमें डाली है,
हम्म।
तो ये
यस
पुराने
मैम।
वाले एक्सेल के भी आप पे ही है ना सर? ये ऑलरेडी इसमें इंस्टॉल्ड है ये लाइब्रेरीज, और हम
मैडम
अपना डेटा
ये
लेके इसको सॉल्व कर सकते हैं।
यस यस यस, एक्चुअली क्या है, we have covered various libraries just like numpy, pandas. ओके, ये दो लाइब्रेरीज तो हमने यूज कर लिया। और अभी साथ में साईपाई भी, सिमपाई ये भी हमने यूज किया। ओके, तो अभी देर आर टू मेन लाइब्रेरीज जो कि अभी हमने यूज करना है। वन इज मैटप्लोटलिब, मैटप्लोटलिब डॉट पाइप्लोट एसपीएलटी, ठीक है ना, जो कि डाटा को विजुलाइज करने के लिए यूज की जाती है। दूसरी है सी बोर्न लाइब्रेरी। ओके, सी बोर्न लाइब्रेरी भी क्या है कि डाटा को विजुलाइज करने के लिए यूज की जाती है, जो जिसके अंदर क्या है कि फीचर्स जो है एज कम्पेयर टू पाइप्लोट से बढ़िया है। ओके, ये दोनों ही लाइब्रेरी, और एक लाइब्रेरी और है that is plotly. So there are three libraries which we are using for data visualization. अब बात करते हैं इस डाटा के। तो ये जो डाटा सेट है ये सीबोर्न लाइब्रेरी के अंदर पहले से एग्जिस्ट करता है, हमें कहीं पर भी अपलोड करने की जरूरत नहीं है। ये हम क्या है कि जब हम बिगिनर्स के लिए यदि डाटा सेट सपोज हमारे पास नहीं है, तो हम इस डाटा को हम यूज कर सकते हैं अपनी लर्निंग पर्पज के लिए। जो जो भी हमारे बेसिक कंसेप्ट है, इफ देयर आर एनी बेसिक कंसेप्ट वी हैव द इशू, सो वी नीड सम डाटा सेट टू अप्लाई ऑल द ऑपरेशंस। वंस यू आर familiar how we can apply these operations for real data set. This is also one type of the example of the real data set which you can see here in this file. So all these are real data set. Okay, so you can download this data set in CSV or Excel file also if you are required. Okay, so there is no big difference whether you have the data set in CSV file or Excel file, JSON file, or you are using this data as you can see here. So there is no any big problem because we are learning how we can apply this operation when we have the real data set. Okay, so we are using this real data set without any problem, so that downloading this data set from the Seaborn library, we can apply all these operations for our own practice. Okay, now if you have the data set just like today or today in this session, I'm going to use a real data set. Okay, so here you can see by reading this file. Okay, this is the real data set. We are using this data set for healthcare. Okay, this is the healthcare data set. Similarly, you can have the educational data set. Okay, there are three parts, and business data set. So data is data, whether it is related to healthcare, whether it is related to business or education. Okay, data can be different, but operations which we are required or which we want to apply for data cleaning, ADA, etc. Okay, so these operations will remain same. Okay, today also when we are going to cover this file, so you will see all the operations will be similar as we discussed in the previous sessions. Okay, some new operations will be there by using these two libraries. And in the coming session, we will talk in very clear about one day will be on Matplotlib and one day will be on Seaborn. So that all type of the difference you can observe why we need and these libraries, how what type of the operations to visualize the dataset we can use, and what is the difference between these two libraries and along with the Plotly. Okay, so these three libraries are highly useful for data visualization. Okay, and in this file also we have demonstrate data visualization because this is also the part of ADA. You can see here. Okay, these are the data visualization by using these libraries. Okay, you can see. And here you can see how this file, the dataset which we have in Seaborn library by using this statement. Okay, By using this statement, we can store the data set in this file. Okay, and after that, if you wanted to read, we can read this data set by using the same statement as we use uh, in the previous session. Read underscore pd dot read underscore csv file, and you will put the name of this one. Okay, so there are many things are there. So also I will show you this file after applying all these operations after the end of this file. Okay, so when we will cover all the content. So there is no difference because right now we are not using the real data set. After that, okay, we when I will assign some type of the project title, and you will choose your data set from where you can select the data set. Okay, because when you are doing some data analysis, you are required some data set. So right now we have secondary data set, and from where you can assess and how you can use that particular data set for your operations which you need to learn. After that, when you will do some research, okay, so you have to collect your own data set. But right now we are not doing research, we are learning the research, but using the data set which you will download. Okay, so you will use this data set up to machine learning model. Okay, by using different algorithms. So all the steps which we are going to cover in the today's session, you have to complete by using the your own data set which you will download from cloud space. Okay, I will explain in the end of the session. Okay, so after that, all the step which I will demonstrate right now in every data set, this part is very mandatory. Without doing this part, we are not able to proceed in the next level. Okay, so this is the very essential part. So many things about you have covered now 65% part of the machine learning, because in the machine learning we are required to apply only uh, models which are based on machine learning, and all these for that we are required to import the libraries for different type of the task testing, etc. Okay, so there is very less state, but all this part which we have covered till now is very essential for machine learning model. So before any applying statistical analysis or the machine learning model which you want to establish, this part is very essential. Okay, and after that you will feel that all these things are very simple as you have covered in the previous session. Now you need to understand only the what is machine learning, what are the component, how you can implement, how you can train the model, how you can deploy the model. Okay, so in the rest days we will do this thing, and during this part during this time parallelly you will cover all the parts of the machine learning model, because the models which you will develop for yourself just like a project. Okay, title will be there, you will assess the data, and you will complete all the process as I am doing. Okay, so parallel with me you will complete all the task day wise, so that at the end you have at least one project, and that will be very helping for your future. Okay, so before starting, if still you have any question related to this file, okay, now I hope you can complete this file. If there is any doubt due to the data set, there is no any big problem. So all the data set which you are required to use here is you can see at the page. So this data set we are using from Seaborn library. This is the Seaborn library, SNS. Okay, so you can see. So now this is my humble request to all the participants. Please complete this file so that in the next file you don't have any problem. But I'm sure when you will use this file and this file, there is no big difference. All the operations which you are required to complete in 26 lecture are also there in 27. But here the difference is that we are using healthcare dataset.csv. And all the operations you have already covered, the most important thing. Now, where is this file which I'm using now? You can see this is my uh, folder in download. Okay, so here you can see this is the lecture 27 and this is the data set. Okay, so all these data set you can see this data set healthcare data set cleaned. At this place the data set was not clean, but now the data set is cleaned and stored at this place. You can see, and you can read this data set also. Okay, see, yes, if you wanted to read this data set, uh, the data set is in directory. The directory is in download healthcare. This is the directory. Sorry, 27. This is the 27. Yes. Now we are using this file. Okay, and if you want to check this file, you can see this is the data set. Okay, a very large data set, and this is data set. This data set which you can see here is cleaned data set. You can see this is the cleaned data set. Okay, so if you want to write any data set, just like tips data set. Okay, if you want to write this tips data set, what you will do, we have stored the data set in tips variable. This is the way how you can convert this file into Excel file. You are required to use only this statement. Okay, if you will copy and I put here so that you can use this one. So this is the tips dataset. If you wanted to write the file of the tips dataset, what you will do, just you will write here uh, tips df. Okay, here I will use tips because the dataset is in tips. Okay, to I will give the name here tips dataset. Tips data. Okay, so now when you will execute this shell, so this file will be created in your current directory, and you will check the dataset in a CSV file. If I will control and execute, yes. So if you want to check this dataset tips data, I have to come back the directory. This directory is, where is this file? Mm, okay. Yes, you can see this file is in the download directory. So here is the tips data, you can see. Okay, and when I will double click on it, this is the tips data. Okay, this also, now you can open the CSV file, you can see. Okay, so these are the variables and parameters you can see. Now if you want to use this data set by using read the file, you can use this data set. Okay, so this is the same data set which you can see at this place. Okay, so when you will import the dataset, read the file by using this statement, as we are doing here. by using this statement pd dot read underscore csv. Then you have to put the name of the file at this place. So whether you are using csv file or you are using this one, both will be identical same, no difference. Okay, so this was the difference, whether you are using the dataset which is provided by SNS libraries or you have own dataset. So this was the only the example to use the dataset which is provided by a CBOR library just for your practice, because for the yesterday session I thought there is no new thing. So you must practice on this entire dataset, so that all the functions which we are using and in the sequence, so that in the coming session all these will help you for the better understanding. Okay, so this part I have closed now, and come to at this place. So I will spend only 15 minutes on this file. Okay, right now I have 842, and last 5 minutes I will use uh, when the project title will be assigned to you. So for that you are required some data set, okay, from where you can assess. So I will explain that at the end of the session in the last 5 minutes. So let's see. ggplot is also one of the package for the data visualization we can use here. So these are the libraries which are essential. Okay, this is the ggplot we are using for style, plt.style, you can see. Okay, this is the one of the just like a package of plt. Plt means matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Okay, this one, this one. So this is the one component of this library. Okay, style. So you are required, just 1 minute, toggle, yes. So I execute shell, all the shell in the entire file. I have executed. So that I just demonstrate you to see now within 15 minutes what is there in this file. So first thing is we are using our real data set in the CSV file, which the data set is entirely related to healthcare. Okay, so when you will read this file, by using this statement you will read the file, and this will demonstrate the head. Okay, so you can see age, gender, blood type, medical condition, date of admission, doctor, hospital, insurance provided, billing account, okay, billing amount, room number, admission type, discharge, medication, test result. These are the parameters in this healthcare dataset. Okay, now using this dataset we are performing some. So first part you can see data expression, in which you will study about the shape of the data. Data column means head name, info, you have used it. Why we are using the info? So that we can get the information about all the variables, their type, type. We can check the number, known as shell, whether the shell are empty or not. So here you can see 55,500, 55,500 entries are there. Very large data set, and entries are starting from 0 to this one, and there are 15 column. So this is the not the small data set. You can use this data set for machine learning. Okay, so at least this data set, one or two participant can use this data set also to develop some machine learning model. Okay, but the steps which I will explain in this file, or the if you are using the other file, so this step you have to follow, you have to cover. Then the new part will be introduced right to the data visualization. Some part we are doing in this file also. Okay, and in the very tail in the coming two sessions, then we will start to discuss about what are the machine learning, what are the agency step, how we can develop the model, etc. So in the remaining days you will develop your model. Okay, so the task will be one by one, and everyone can do. But if you will follow all the instructions according to me, parallelly with me, so you can easily cover the project. There's no big problem. So all the steps which you can see here carefully, data type we have discussed already. So you can see in the first column we have the name of the variables, and on the other column you can see the data type. Unique values, by using the unique function, we can get the unique values of all the variables. So age you can find 77. Okay, gender are 2, male, female. Blood type you can see there are 8 type. Okay, so these are the unique values in our data set. Then you can see the memory use. So this is not a big problem, not required much important for us, but for each parameter how memories are stored, they are using. So you can see correspondingly on the right hand side. For the data cleaning, uh, actually we divide this file in parts. So what operations are required in data cleaning? Okay, so you can see is null, we will check. You can check the duplicate variables, you will drop the duplicate variables. Okay, all these operations we have performed already. Okay, then you can check the discharge date. We have add here one parameter, discharge date. Okay, so and this is from pd2 to underscore date time. Okay, discharge date. So this variable has been introduced where you can find this variable here, discharge date. pd2 underscore date frame. So here you can see the date frame, and in the previous file, is there any difference or not? Is there any difference or not? This is the date of admission, and here is the discharge date. Okay, discharge date, this is the similar. So why we are required to use this one? So this and this are same, there will be no change. You can see discharge date, here is also discharge date. By using this is the same, no change. pd.to underscore date time. So here you can see length of a stay. Okay, so to get how long the patient was stay there, this is the new variable. This is the new variable because here you can see date of discharge minus date of admission dot dt dot days. So this will give us a new variable, how many days the patient was stay. Okay, so you can see here in the last column, length of stay, 2 days, 6 days, 15 days, and so on, 30 days. Okay, this is the new variable. And then name is equal to df name dot str dot title. Where is name? Yes. So you can see all the names are in uppercase when you will use title. So first character and first character you can see in the uppercase by using title. And if you will use here upper, then all the alphabets will be uppercase. If you are using here lower, then all the alphabets will be lowercase. But when you will use title, only the first alphabet will be in uppercase, as you can see in all the names to make unique. Okay, similarly, if in any variable, if we have this type of the uh, if you, inputs are not uniform, by using this one you can make uniform. Okay, just like for names we are doing here. Here also we have doctor. Okay, so this is the variable. This is the variable. So where we can check the doctor name. Is there any doctor variable? Yes, you can see here. Okay, so we are doing uniformity by using these operations. And what is the meaning of descriptive static? Anyone, can you please let me know? Meaning of descriptive static. What you will get inside descriptive static? Many times we have used this term in the previous session. Yes, please. Anyone? Can you please anyone try?
और क्या है तुम बताओ भाई साहब शुक्र है मैंने हो रहा है बहुत पागल हो गया मैं तो
Okay, so when you will use Mr. Jitendra, your mic is unmuted. Please mute your mic. Mr. Jitendra, yes, please. Thank you. So when you will use describe function, okay, so what will be there? There will be minimum value, maximum value, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile. Okay, so all these will be there. STD, you can see here, STD, minimum value, first quartile, second quartile, third value, mean, maximum value, okay, and count. So these all these are included in descriptive static. Okay, so here there is a very simple function, describe. So you can use this describe function for all the variable altogether by using the data set which we have stored. We have the data store we have stored in DF. Okay, you can use in DF. So when you will use df dot describe, so with respect to all the parameters which are involved there, known only for numerical values. Okay, not for the non-numeric, just like doctor, hospital, insurance provider. So all these are non-numerical values. So this function will not be applicable on this. And the second way, if you want to check for one by one variable, so this is the way how you can use one by one by using this example. So we are checking on age, we are doing for billing amount, describe. So the same information is there. Count, mean, STD, minimum value, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, maximum value. Okay, so each time when you will use describe function for descriptive static, this information will be there always. Okay, so here is the mean. If you want to get the mean of age, you can have by using this function. So this is the mean of billing amount. If you want to check the mean of billing amount, you can have. Okay, so these are the filters. If yes, you can, we can do one by one. Control. Okay, if you want to extract only the age having more than 60, so you can see from the entire data set, we have only those people whose age is greater than 60. You can check the entire data set. So this is the filter. So this filter, this type of the filter you can apply on any variable in any way. Just like if you want to take all those people whose age is less than 60, now you can see only those people are there whose age is less than 60. Okay, you can use this type this filter for just like you can see other variable uh, for room number and billing amount. Okay, here is numerical value, so you can apply only for numerical value. Also you can apply for date admission, you can apply for date of admission as well as date of discharge. Okay, sometimes you are required to filter. You want to check how many people are from particular detour, particular date before or after. So this operation you can apply for this type of the problem to extract some type of the data set according to date wise. Okay, you can do. So this one, then we have some more operation. Okay, so gender is equal to female, so this is the data set for only female. Okay, only for female. And if you will do here male, then only male data will be there. So the operations are very simple. Operations are very simple. Emergency, admission type emergency, so only the emergency
Okay.
patient which was admitted will be there.
That's almost, I even forgot. I was working and I fall to pee. So when I forgot him, bro. Yeah, it has almost ended. Okay.
Is Mohammed, is there any question? And
About
this is
who
the
to
last
me,
one.
case,
Hmm.
your opponents make wild. They talk.
Ish, please type your
I
question.
was even shocked that Ellis was able to take such a step because like this
Okay. So here, if you want to extract only the patient specific disease, okay, just like diabetes. So by using in this way, you can extract the data set for this particular disease. Okay, so what is the medical condition? So according to that, we can extract all this type of the data set. So these are the few examples. Okay, for what? Which type of the operation we do here? Filtering. So these are the filters which you can apply for your data set according to your need. Okay, so all the filter categories are there. Then we have the group by. Okay, group by analysis. Sometimes we are required group by analysis, just like group as gender, as admission type, okay, or any on the basis of the condition, length of the stay, etc. So these are the group wise. Okay, so just like you can see, if I will take cut. Okay, so there are this is the number of the females, and then males are there. Okay, this is the mean of male and female. This is the group analysis. So how you can use, just like df dot group by, which variable you want to take, gender, which type, age, then mean. So this is the average age. Okay, here you can see df dot group by admission type, billing amount. Okay, according to billing amount. So what are the categories inside the billing amount variable? So according to that, we have the categories, and then we have the mean function. So you are required to understand only the pattern, in which pattern we put here the statement. You are required to understand this pattern. When you will execute, which type of the information is there, you have to study again. Are these variables there, elective, emergency, urgent? Okay, now you are required to see the billing admission type. Okay, and this is the billing amount. You can see this is the billing amount. Okay, you can see here. So there are elective. So this is the mean of the billing amount according to type, elective, emergency, or urgent. Okay, so there are three categories in admission type. If you want to check, you can come to this variable admission type. This is the admission type. Okay, elective, emergency, 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 urgent. So these are the categories inside this data set. What the data set is very large. We are not able to read everything, but these operations will help you to study and to return the values. And these operations will help you to understand the data set. In the very beginning, I told you that understanding of the data set is very, very important. Okay, only then after we are able to apply further statistical or machine learning models. So data cleaning and descriptive analysis, understanding the data set. So this entire information must be, as much you will understand about the data set, then further operations will be easy for you. Okay, so in this way we can check, we can apply group based operations which you need, we can do. So these are the medical conditions. Okay, arthritis, asthma, cancer, diabetes, hypertension, obesity. Okay, and there is their average duration, length of stay. This is the average. Okay, you can see according to group. This is the group. This is the one type of the patient. This is the another type of the patient. So these are the group of the cancer patient, diabetes, etc. You can see, and very simple to use. Just you are required when you are required to study in the group. So how you will apply this operation? This is the way, and compare this operation and this operation. Okay, this is the medical condition, this is the admission type, here is the length of stay, and here is billing amount. Okay, billing amount depend upon admission type. Okay, and length of stay depend upon medical condition, and these are the medical conditions. So there was one more, so that I will share with you all the operations with their insurance provider. So control and enter. So these are the some companies name you can see. So and their respective insurance numbers are there. Okay, from the entire data set you can check it. So these are the company names and these are the their respective insurance to the patient. Then sorting, what we do in the sorting, we can sort any variable in ascending order or in the descending order. Okay, so depend upon your choice, very simple, you can check it. Correlation, can you please let me know anyone what is correlation? This is the correlation matrix. Okay, here what we have done, we visualize the correlation by using heat map. Okay, this is the heat map. Okay, so this correlation was stored here in the this variable, and here we are using sns.heatmap. SNS is the seaborn library. Okay, so when you have very large data set and very complex data set, in that case seaborn library is highly useful. And if you have very small data set, in that case you can use only matplotlib. We can use seaborn also, no problem, but seaborn easily control all big data as well as complex data set. Okay, so here you can see when we visualize this one, uh, For correlation, we need only the numerical value. Okay, so that's why df dot core, this is the correlation among all the variables. But for correlation, we need only the numerical value. We need numerical value only. We make it true. Okay, the another way you can drop the non-numerical value. So depend upon your choice how you are using the functions. Okay, so here we are using numerical and numeric underscore only true. So only the numerical value from the entire dataset will be assessed and the correlation will be computed and will store here. Okay, by using this data set which we have generated, we are using the heat map. Okay, so this is the correlation which we compute here, and we are using here CMAP cool warm. Okay, we are using the CMAP means colors, which type of the color we want to use. We are using here cool warm. So there are some 3-4 types are there for the CMAP. Okay, anode we can do. So when you will do this heat map, okay, so in the heat map you can see there is one bar graph. Okay, so in this right bar you can see the lowest value is 0.0 and the highest value is 1. So can you please let me know what is the correlation, meaning of correlation? Why we need correlation? Anyone please?
Yes. Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah. As I understand, correlation matrix in heat map indicates that which shows the colors directly represent the correlation coefficients between two variables.
Okay. So actually, the correlation value we have -1 to 1. Okay. If the correlation value is 1, it means perfect correlation, a relation between two variables, association between two variables or relation among the variables. Okay. So if there is the value of correlation is 1, it means perfect positive correlation. If there is -1, then we can say perfect negative correlation. It means opposite relation. If one variable is increasing, the other variable is decreasing in the same rate. Okay, when we have -1. Okay, so the change in one variable will be equal to the another variable. In the same rate, both are increasing or decreasing. So if there is 1, it means we have perfect positive correlation. Secondly, if we have 0, if value of correlation is 0, it means there is no relation between the two variables. If we have the value lies between 0 and 1, but value is close to 1, it means high correlated. There is high correlation between two variables, but not perfect correlation. Okay. Then if we have the value nearby 0.5, then we have the variables are correlated. If the value lies between 0 to 0.5, low correlated. 0, no correlation. In the same way, we have on the left hand side, left interval from -1 to 0. Okay, so this concept you are required to understand. I will share with you cheat sheet so that all the concepts are there. But there is also formula to compute all these values. But here we are using only computing tool. So just by using this correlation, we have the this heat map, and also we can have the matrix. Just like if I am using, okay. So here when you will study this heat map, and also this is the matrix. Okay, the values which you can see are matrix. So when you will see this value, this 1, it means perfect correlated. But each variable when will be associated with itself. In that case, the value is always equal to 1. So you can see at the bottom, here is age and this is age. So this is the same variable. That's why it is 1. And if you will observe this variable, billing amount and billing amount, that's why it is equal to 1. And similarly, all these diagonal values which you can see. Now come to the other values which you can observe here. Just like if you will see this value 0.0079, this value is very small. So the relation between age and length of a stay is very small. Similarly, but positive. But the value is positive, it means this is the positive correlation. But relation is very low, less correlated because the value is small. Similarly, you can see here, this is the minus 0.00035. Okay, room number and age, very less correlated, negligible. So age and room number, no problem. What is the purpose of the impact of age and the room number? Both are independent. Okay. So similarly, you can check the other values. So the values which you can see here are almost very less correlation between all the values, except itself, just like age with age and billing amount with billing amount, room number with room number, length of stay with the length of stay. So only these values are one. So from this bar, we can easily understand the relationship between the variables. Okay. So first thing, when you will observe this part, all the values lies between 0 to 1. So all the correlation matrix which we present here is positive correlated. Okay, mostly. So then you can have the data visualization. Okay, so just like we have hist plot. If you will do all these one by one, I cut. Okay, so now you must do some experiment only on this. What is the meaning of beans? Only studying the beans, we are not able to understand. Can you please explain what is the meaning of beans here, 20? We are taking the variable age. Okay, so see by changing this value. If I am taking here 10, now these bars, first bin, second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got the idea. Bins means how many bars are there, how many strips are there. Okay, so you can change these values accordingly. How many bins will help you to understand better. Okay, you can increase or decrease this value. So I think the small number age 20 is fine for better understanding. Okay, so this will help you to understand the data set. If you will take here 10 bins only, then yes. Okay, so we divide the entire data set in 10 bins. Okay, so you can see how the data is vary according to age. Okay, according to age. So age nearly 20 we have is very less, 10 to 20. Then you can see here on the right hand side, not exactly 90, but in between 80 to 90 we have this part. Okay, count is 3000. Okay, so this will help you to read the data set, understand the data set. Okay, similarly you can try the other variables by breaking in small part. just like a count plot. Okay, this will also help you to understand about the data set, just like for the gender. If you will check the count plot of gender, okay, you can see male and female. Okay, so approximately it seems equal. You can see the level. Okay, similarly you can try the other parts, but box plot is essential here. Box plot. Okay, so box plot. So the number of the patients in this data set approximately you can see for different are same. Okay, here we are using rotation. X ticks rotate 845. So you can see this is the rotation: cancer, obesity, diabetes, asthma, etc. Because of this rotation. This is the box plot, and in this box plot you can see this is the minimum value, maximum, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile. There is no outliers in this data set. Above this value and below this value, there is no value. It means there is no outliers. Okay, so similarly, all the other graphs will help you for the better understanding how the data set is scattered. Okay, so this is the pair plot. You can see this is the pair plot of the data set. What is the meaning of pair plot? As you have the variable, six variable, so two variable will be taken. Just like you can see age, billing amount, room number, length of a stay. Okay, so here we have four variable, and four variable will be on the vertical line. So this the data set associated with age and length of stay. This is the billing amount and length of stay. Okay, room number and length of stay. Length of stay and length of stay you can see in this way. Okay, so all these will help you to understand to the data set. Okay, how the data is scattered. So here this is the last part. df dot to underscore csv healthcare and so on. This is the file name. By using this one we write the file. Okay, df dot describe to csv healthcare summary. So this is the healthcare summary will be stored. So either you can use this file or you can use this one. So here also we have used here uh, df dot describe. So describe will give us some summary. Okay, to csv. So we write the csv file here, and when you will execute and you can see control and enter, you will see where, yeah, you can see. So this is the data set. uh, this is this one. This is the cleaner data set. So all the operations which we apply and we clean the data set. If you want to store, you can do. So this file is the clean data set after applying all type of the operations. Okay, and this file this file contain summary. Yes, you can see. So this is the summary: count, mean, minimum value, 25%, 50%, and so on. Sometimes you when you are doing the research, okay, you are required to write your report. You are required to use this data set which you have assessed the information at this place. You have the descriptive static you have, but you are required the all the entire information in some excel file, csv file. So by using this function according to your need, you can apply and you can write the file. So this example is also there, and you can see in this file. So the same information which we see in the Jupyter notebook you have in the csv file. Okay, and you can use this file anywhere in your research paper. Okay, you can plot the graph, or you can use this entire data set in your paper as it is from this place. So this is all about the operations which we are required to discuss in lecture 27, and partially the introduction about the data visualization by using matplotlib and seaborn is there in this file. Okay, in the coming sessions, one day will be there for matplotlib, one day will be for seaborn and plotly. Okay, so that are the libraries which you are required to use for data visualization, and numpy, pandas for data frame, numpy for number operations, okay, can be covered, so that when you will apply all these for your machine learning model, so you should not have any challenge, any problem during the application of this part. So I think if there is any question, any related to this content, you can unmute your mic. Any question, please? Okay. So now, from where, how you can download the data set? And today I will share the list of the project which you can choose according to your interest. Okay. So, and how for that you are required some data set from where you will assess. See here, you should take the help from Kaggle. Okay, kaggle.com. Kaggle is a platform, cloud-based, from where you can assess some dataset according to your rate. So you must have, you can create a here account and you can log in it. Okay, my account is already, I think, login. Okay, yes, this is my directory. Okay, so from just from this place, suppose that you need some data set for healthcare or education or cancer, just you are required to put here, just like I'm using here cancer data set. Okay, cancer data set. So you can see there are many links are there. Cancer data, then breast cancer prediction. Okay, so analysis breast cancer prediction data set, lungs cancer you can see here, predicted IDC. So suppose that you want to use this data set. Okay, intro to caras with the breast cancer. Just you are required to click on it. Okay, but we need only data set. So for the data set, what you will do? We are required only data set. So here data.csv, data.csv. Here is the link. Click on it. You can see the data set is there. Download in the download directory. When you will click on it, you can open it. Yes, so this is the data set. And now you can use this data set. Okay, there are various variables are there in this data set. Okay, and very large data set you can see. So when you will scroll down, so here you can see about 570 entries are there. Okay, and there are various variable from ABC up to AC. Okay, so at this place we have 26, 27, 28, 29. So there are about 29 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 40, 50. Sorry, about 30 variables are there. Okay, so very large data set you have, you can use this data. So data is not a problem. You can easily access from Kaggle. You must, all the participant must create your Kaggle account. Okay, whenever you will work on the any project or you have some practice data set, you have some new insight, you can upload for the other people's. Okay, so as we discussed in the very beginning, Python, there is huge community to help the people. So this is the one of the most example. Okay, so from this place you can get the data set. Also there will be some projects you can see, you can download, you can use them for your learning purpose. Okay, if you want to download this is the output. Okay, this is the output, and these are the logs, log file. This is the notebook. This is the notebook. Okay, so here you can see all the operations are there. All the operations are there. Okay, so if you are required, you want to download this code for your purpose, for your learning, you can download. Also you can run this code in the same file. Okay, from this place you can download all these programming for your use, for your learning purpose. Okay, so there is unlimited data set, unlimited source of the learning. Okay, so I request to all the participants, you must have this account so that you can accept your learning. Not required to depend only one person, one teacher. Use unlimited sources which are available, free available for the learning purpose. Okay, and also you must, when you will create your account, if you have some new inputs which can help the other people, you can upload for open source by using the same account which you have created here. So this task which you have performed will help the other peoples. Okay, so you can easily use this platform to access your data set. So today I will share the list of the different project. Okay, and you will choose it. So dear participant, this is all about the today's session. If you do, if you feel any question, do you have, open to discuss. Yes. No question. So I request to Phase, please conclude the session.
Yes, sir.
The file which I present, I am going to share in the WhatsApp group.
Okay. As we conclude today's practical session, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Meher Chand for his valuable guidance and insightful demonstration on real datasets analysis. Today's session provided us with hands-on experience in working with educational, healthcare, and business datasets, allowing us to apply the concepts we have learned throughout the course to practical, real-world scenarios. By analyzing actual datasets, we gained a deeper understanding of how data-driven decisions are made across different domains. I encourage everyone to revisit today's exercises, continue exploring real data sets, and practice applying these techniques independently. Consistent hands on experience is the key to building confidence in data analytics and artificial intelligence. I would also like to thank all the participants for your active participation, enthusiasm, and commitment to learning. Your engagement continues to make this training program both interactive and rewarding. Thank you all for joining us today. Have a wonderful night, and we look forward to seeing you in the next session.
Thanks, dear participant, and good night. The content which I present here today are available in your WhatsApp group. You can download and you can do practice. tomorrow we will start the session sharply at 8 p.m. Okay. Yes, thank you. Good night.